Yeah.
You know, these chairs have been through many ceremonies.
I think this
So they're
is you.
infused with stuff.
You.
Hey, do you want to put your shoes on?
Okay, Leah, why don't you
It's
share your letter, your...
NEV
Share your letter, Bob.
CLEMENS
MENS.
at gmail.com.
So it's Nev Clemens?
nevclemens@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you.
And his name's Neville,
It might be you.
Neville.
Thanks,
In the trash.
Absolutely.
Ask him about the Namahata.
Namahata?
NAMAHATTA.
Okay.
Means the marketplace of the holy name. And they have a group that's like separate from the temple and all that, that meets weekly, basically.
Yeah, I would definitely like to contact them. As I was saying, like there's really not many. There's nothing like this on the east, or in the east that I've noticed. Especially around Harrisburg, it's really few and far between to find.
And that's
people.
funny because there are tons of Indians in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, no, there absolutely are, and I know a few from school, obviously, and when I was in the military, and just from a couple different like jobs that I've worked, but they really were just more interested in going to college and just getting their degree and living the typical Western life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just to be able to, like, so I don't have to come to the West Coast every time I want to immerse myself in something like this.
Yeah.
If possible, sometime I would definitely like to come visit the temple in the mountains of Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sarah and I are both interested, if possible.
Yep, that's a great idea, especially after we get our place in the woods. I mean, that's really when things are going to pick up. Right now, we're stuck in the middle of the city, and it's not very nice, you know. It's
Right.
The air is really bad, and it's noisy.
Yeah.
Our neighbors across the street have like 3 dogs, and they bark day and night.
Yeah.
And you know, we were just there to like establish the foundation of our preaching. And once we have a little money saved up, we're out of there. You know, I'm actually going to start looking already this spring, looking for a place. Yeah, and I'll probably move up there even before we let go of our house. You know.
Yeah.
I'll probably move up to the woods.
Would you need like some volunteers to help move, possibly?
That would be nice. I mean, it's so cheap though in Mexico to get.
Right.
You know, you rent a truck and you get some day laborers, and you know, just put everything in the truck.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. I don't want you to come down to work. I want you to come down to do sadhana.
Right. I would love that. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's really what it's all about. The moving part, I mean, that's really easy. We're just moving from one house to another.
Yeah.
And when we move out to the woods, we're just going to be intense, you know, and very, very simple life, as simple as possible. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's going to be like the Rainbow Gathering.
Is that the gathering that would gather at like Giza by the thousands?
I don't know about Giza, but every year they gather in the U.S. in a federal park.
Federal park, okay.
Yeah, federal, like a forest, you know, national forest.
That's not what I was imagining then. I think actually what I was thinking of, the pyramids of Giza might have been like the New Age movement, something like that.
I'm not sure. I never heard of that.
Yeah, I mean, you're aware of the Theosophical Society.
Well,
yeah, that's.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm into. It's just that's something I definitely did hear about. In 1987, they had hundreds of thousands of people, I think, you know, at the pyramids of Giza.
I don't think they have that many members.
Might not have been hundreds of thousands, but I have some video footage of like this gathering. It was wild. Like everyone was in togas or robes. And it was 1987, if I remember correctly. And
I almost know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, I remember something about that.
yeah,
Yeah, but I don't think it was rainbow.
no, I wouldn't believe it would be.
The rainbow family is an entirely different thing.
Yeah.
Where it's a lot less formal.
Yeah. See, Theosophical Society, it may have started with good intentions, but it turned into another dogma.
That's always how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Rainbow Gathering, started out as a bunch of peaceful hippies, and now it's becoming very political, and there's a lot of big drug dealers involved, and using it as cover, and it's just become really nasty.
Yeah, that's always, and it also makes it very impersonal when you get to that point. Very impersonal. It seems like you're just, another individual in a huge crowd then.
Yeah.
It becomes very impersonal, which is why I really like this setting, being like a small setting. It's a lot more personal.
Well, we want to keep it that way too. We don't want to get too big,
Right.
at these things. I would much rather have a medium-sized gathering where we still have personal contact and then video it and distribute the video online.
Because then you know that the quality is there at least.
Yeah.
I mean, when you try and, to me, like if you were to try and gather like 500 people in a classroom, you might get the same amount of people as who's in this room actually truly understanding it, and the rest might just take what they need from it and be like, oh well, I think I'll live by this, but I don't know about going that far.
Yeah.
So you thinking sometime in 2008, you should be out there?
Oh yeah. Oh, we're going to be out there within a few months.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're feeling that it's very important for us to make a move, this year.
Okay.
And at the same time, we're going to be expanding our preaching, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to be expanding in both ways simultaneously. So,
Did you move to Mexico?
well, we're already in Mexico,
Oh, okay.
but we want to move from Mexico City out into the country,
Uh-huh.
and we're looking for the location now. We've heard really good things about Palenque, so we're going to look in that area.
Okay. What kind of visit would it entail? Just so I know what like my schedule should possibly be around.
Well, we would prefer that you come for at least a month.
Right.
And that means, you'd be staying with us out in the woods. Bring your own gear, your camping gear. Of course, we'll have the kitchen set up and all that. But basically, it's going to be wilderness camping. Probably, 3 or 4 miles from the nearest road. We want to be back in far enough so that there's no disturbance at all. People can't even see us. We're just going to disappear.
Absolutely.
And so we'll be getting up early, bathing in the stream or lake where we are, and then chanting and studying the scriptures, and that's going to be about it.
That's perfect.
Yeah, chanting, studying, swimming, and eating. That's our main activities.
That's perfect.
And then we go back into town. We're going to rent a house in the town. And so on the weekends we'll go back into town and do all our preaching on the internet and all that.
Okay.
So we don't have, we don't have to have electricity, out there or anything like that. We can be strictly wilderness camping, and the only thing we really have to bring out is our food.
Right.
Once we're settled out there, and it's easy to. You have 3 or 4 guys. That thing is dangerous. Yeah, we had 2 people hit their head on it yesterday.
Yeah.
We have, enough people. We have 3 or 4 guys to haul our food up in one trip, every week. So it should be pretty easy to maintain.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be perfect. I'll keep in contact with you because I would try and coordinate it with her too, if possible. Come out together.
Okay. Well, for now, it's only going to be men.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, for now. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can set up, like a separate area.
I don't know what her schedule would be anyway. So yeah, I would probably be the one that would like be setting it up and me coming out. Obviously,
It's going to be pretty austere.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I don't know if it's, you know, going to be really appropriate
Okay.
for ladies.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
And we do have a few ladies that are in our group in Mexico, but I think how the way it's going to work out is that they'll take care of the house in town. They'll stay there, and then we can you know, just keep things kind of separate.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll definitely keep in touch about that. That'd be great.